Hi guys! Welcome back to my vlog! Today is our second day here in Algonquin Provincial Park in Two Rivers. And today, we're going to celebrate my sister-in-law's birthday! Yay! Happy birthday to you! I woke up early to prepare a little birthday surprise for her, of course. I got some cupcakes, small gift, and I made a simple decoration. Sino ka dyan? And of course, I'm so excited. Wow. And now she's praying. Pagka-uay sa boses, oy. Yate, murag na ipit ng ilaga. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños, querido Esther. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Or cumpleaños feliz. Cumpleaños feliz. Te deseamos todos cumpleaños feliz. Yeah! Breakfast time! We have bacon, eggs, tacos, and everything, bread, whatever. Bought a ice cubes with my baby loves and Leo here in their shop. And then I asked my sister-in-law if she could take me to the kayaking because it was my very first time, girl. Very first time. And you know, like, I'm so nervous actually. But, let's do it. Nervyosa ba ni? Ay, murag isog grani pero nervyosa kay ni siya, oy. And ito, busy-busy pa siya dyan. She's so busy. But I still love her. So, time to go, I think. You can tell. Pa-video pa. Akala mo na nando isog siya, oy. And then, you know what? I'm going to tell you something here. When we reached the middle of the lake, the water started getting a little wavy, you know? Like, and I almost told her, like, can we go back? But she just smiled and kept encouraging me, like, saying, like, you can do it. Let's do it. Like, you know, keep paddling. Of course, I don't have any choice. Okay? I don't have any choice. So we were both wearing life jackets, actually. So I felt safe. That's the truth. And then, you know what? It turned out to be the one of the best experience of the trip. Very, very nice. So we paddled to the small island here in Two Rivers. Took lots of cute photos, videos, name it, you know, and simply enjoyed the peaceful view together. It was such a special moment actually, and I even shared some of those clips on my Instagram, you know, in the reels, of course, stories, whatever, because I'm, you know, like, post man rin. Ang tope ang dagat na yun. Hindi man siya dagat, lawa, manimurag ihi, pero pag nasa tunga, manggod ka, nice kayong view. Yati man yung lake. Ani lang yung lake, pero grabe ni siya kadelikado, pero thank God we're safe, okay? So, after nun, sabi ko, can we go back now? Because it's almost 1 p.m., you know? And then she said, like, okay, let's go. But here's the thing. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law went back out in the water while waiting for the guys who are coming to pick up the kayak since they're going to pick up like around 1 p.m. So, okay, enjoy. And then after that, around 2 p.m., so we started our hike to the waterfall. Nice man na siya dari, oy. Kagwapa ba ni nga bayhan na? Ay! Kalami, ani, oy. And you know what, guys? We saw a huge patch of wild blueberries. Like, lami kik siya koon, pero hilaw pa man, oy. But, you're not allowed to pick them inside the park. Kay pabayro nun, kag pila ka libo-libo dara. And we were also hoping to see a moose. Diba? Kay Algonquin baya. But sadly, kanina mo nakita mga giz. As we continued walking, I couldn't help but remember my childhood. Growing up in the mountains in the Philippines, I used to walk for 1 to 2 hours or more than for that, you know, just to reach school because we didn't have any cars or public transportation. Sometimes we even used animals to help us travel like caballo or horse, Back then, it was simply part of everyday life. Now, I'm almost 28 years old and walking these beautiful trails, this is all trails actually, brought all those memories back. The reason is different now. Before, I walked because I had to. Today, I walk because I choose to, With my partner, my family, and Leo, of course. Looking back, I realized that nature has always been part of my life. It may not be the same journey anymore, but the feeling is still there, and that made this hike even more meaningful. And of course, as you can see, we already reached the waterfall. It was absolutely beautiful. I have a lot of shots in my Insta 360 and soon I will upload it. It was a hot afternoon and we were actually thinking about going for a swim. Instead, we decided to relax, and take a lot of photos and videos, sit on the fallen tree branch, ate some apples because we don't have any food, just apples, and enjoy the peaceful sound of the water. We also many of the family spending the long weekend together, and it was so nice to see them, like they are complete. And it was a really nice seeing everyone enjoying the nature, not just us, but everyone. On our walk back to the campsite, we had a great conversation with my partner, of course, Leah, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. Sometimes the best part of hiking is not just reaching the destination. It's the conversations and memories you make along the way, And by around 7 p.m. actually, we arrived back at our campsite and started preparing dinner. We made a traditional Argentine asado, which is their version of our barbecue. You have to cook like 4 hours, I think. Sometimes it depends on the meat, like 4 to 5 hours. That's the traditional way of cooking the asado. We had a grilled meat, sausage, fresh bread with tinapay, and of course, homemade chimichurri from, the pro, my chef, the family, my sister. And of course, we added grilled corn because of my brother-in-law. A simple salad, a Canadian style salad. Well, sorry guys, I didn't add anything like a Filipino food there because they love to eat their food, so it's okay, like we have to try another food, or maybe soon we're going to cook something. But they love adobo. No worries guys, they love adobo, especially my baby loves. He love adobo, my jerk chicken, everything, and igado, pansit. My pansit now is different. It's a lot of meat. Char. You know what? Sharing food like this after a long hike made everything taste even better. Of course, murag karbaw maninaga. Tanaw blang tsura ko da. Sarap. It was definitely a long and tiring day. But it was also one of the happiest days of our trip. And of course, happy birthday to my sister. We love you so much, We got a plenty of exercise, Even Leo enjoyed every minute of the hike. Like he was like, char. This is exactly why I love camping. Sino ka dyan? Life feels slower here. No rush, like there's no pressure, just nature, fresh air, of course, good conversations. Even sometimes I don't understand, like because they're talking in their own dialect, but it's okay. I can still relate and I'm part of it. Sino ka dyan? Because I have my baby. He's the one who translated. Galing. Quality time with the people you love, of course. Look at them. Look at her. She looks exhausted actually. They're too tired, but thank you so much. For this food. Amen. Diba? And of course, hindi pa ako tapos dyan. One bite. Sarap. Yum. With a lot of chimichurri. Wow. Mais ka dyan. And then, I went to the water. Nag-enjoy ako dyan. Everyone's already asleep. Good night. Okay, of course. I'm having a solace morsel. I honestly can't wait to go on more camping trips this summer. A lot of people ask me why we always come back to Algonquin, especially since we were here last year too. The answer is simple, guys. Sobrang simple lang talaga. Algonquin is huge and every visit feels different. That's it. There are so many hiking trails, lakes, canoe roads, kayaking spots, bike trails, and wildlife to discover. So, if you're someone who loves the outdoors, I truly recommend visiting at least once. So, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us on our second day here in Algonquin. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye-bye.